Good afternoon, everyone, especially to you, Ma'am Doc Jedaline Alimudin. So this is my video presentation regarding the task posted on the Google Classroom entitled Citing 3 words related to the definition of language. So for me, I would rather prefer the three definition or 3 words. Language is dynamic, language is symbolic, and then language with its perspective, language is culturally transmitted. Okay, so there are 3 words being mentioned there. We have the dynamic, we also have the symbolic, and then the other one is the cultural transmission. Okay, so let's first discuss about the language is dynamic. So in order for us to understand well what language is, there are definitions, right? So as the definition given, we have the dynamic. So when we talk about dynamic, it pertains to the gradual changes of the language used, specifically from the community or from the cultures that we have here in the Philippines. So for example, one example of this one is the changing of the words or terminologies being used for, just like the slang or the slang utterances. So when we talk about slang, it pertains to the informal usage of the language. One word, for example, is the use of bariotic words. So for example, we have the word chuper. So when we talk about chuper, it pertains to the taxi driver, right? So this is only used in the Philippines. So even way before, we use this chuper as to describe a taxi driver. So that is one of the example of these slang words, or under the dynamic, that is the description of the language. And then secondly, we also have the language is culturally transmitted. In what way that you can transmit your culture, or in what way that you can use language to be transmitted within your culture. So just like way before you were just a kid, we have no much learnings or skills or understanding about the language that we use, no? So we only get it from our elders. For example, when they are teaching us what proper word to be used in this scenario or in this situation, we learn from our elders, right? For example, the saying of po and opo, that is particularly based on the cultures that we have. It must be, or it must really be applied when we are having the communication. Okay, and other learnings will come from other elders also, just like from our teachers, from any known individuals there that can contribute the better understanding of the use of language. Okay, and then the last one is language is symbolic. From the word itself, symbolic, it pertains to the symbols, signals, gestures, etc. that is used when we are communicating. For example, the way I talk, I particularly use my gestures, and I particularly also use any symbols to support my communication. In that way, me as a speaker can effectively deliver what I am trying to convey to my conversant. Okay, so I guess that's all, and thank you so much, ma'am. Bye.